Hello world, today is 7th March 2015 and I would like to say hello to person from Côte d'Ivoire. Somebody from Côte d'Ivoire been watching all of my videos, not even me, dude, I just film them and upload them, but you know, good job. And if you have any question, please contact me on Skype. It will be under, but internet is not working again. It started first with the Firefox not working, and then after that Skype died again. So, but computer can connect to the internet. So it's a game again with the computer. So this one gonna be uploaded from Internet Cafe. But my Skype is actually currently not working. If not something powers that be, or maybe some weird computer failure in more skeptical version, which is not bad. Blah. So. Yeah, what's new? 1 minute 2. New is things are getting better medically, and I'm eating healthy. I'm eating a lot, and because help arrived, and it's much better. But I need to move from Phnom Penh because things are getting hotter here virtually. There is way too much microwaving for my taste, and I'm starting to read about biological effects of microwaving on human body. Declassified research. Hey, by the way, I printed Matrix comics. I mean, you know, kind of, well, I am a geek. So I have this, this is my best, Gregory Ruth and his story, A Path Among Stones. I printed this one. I love this one. It's great. Then I have a couple of comical ones. I have Baggy, happy guy who doesn't understand Matrix. It's a good one. Then I have a couple of baggies. I have this cool one. I love this one. It's Let It All Fall Down, story and art by Paul Chadwick, based on concepts by Larry and Andy Wachowski, of course Matrix, and it's about a computer guy who stumbles upon something, and then you have another computer guy who stumbles upon something, and you know what happens with the scientists who talk too much, right? So or they stumble upon something, or they're simply human, they don't know the story. Oh, I love this one, Morning Sickness, I think it's the one. Deja Vu, oh no, Deja Vu. This is I think this one is my favorite after the Path Among Stones. I love this one. I love the last page because I mean I can't really afford to print everything in print. I would like to have originals, of course. See, this one is also in a color because it's about gang stalking, and then you have another good one, really good one, The Man Who Knew Too Much. This was on the wall. I put this one on the wall here in Phnom Penh. It's been there for like, I think it's been there maybe for like a couple of weeks. Then I put those for microwaving. And then I have Gang Stalking, an overview. Who done it? Gangstalking.California. It's a good one. It's a very good article about the gang stalking group or gang stalking a growing menace. Educateyourself.org, and it has a very cool pictures of a gang stalking. You see, you have like a stalker with watching guy here, and then a close up, then another. Everything is upside down. Okay, yeah, you should check it out. It's a good article. It's there. Yeah, and this is how we feel, right? So I printed this one. I printed. Oh, I have this one. Department of the Army, United States Army Intelligence and Security Command, Freedom and Information Privacy Act. So it's legally declassified. Everything I have, it's like totally legal. For Fort George G. Maid, Maryland, and then blah. Mr. Donald Friedman, confidential legal correspondence, blah, and Susan G. Butterfield, and director, Freedom of Information, Privacy Office, Investor, blah. So they declassify this, and it's very cool because you can find it on the internet. And it's like when you, I think it's okay to know when you microwave what's actually happening to you. It's better for you when you know it, really. Ignorance is really not saving anybody. So the bioeffects of select non-lethal weapon. This is one I have to go through, and I've been going through another one. Where is it? Aha, yeah. Yeah. Oh, this one is good. This is old school. Wow. Okay. It has abstract. So yeah, well, you don't want to have like the classified part, really. It's like boring legal part, and it's approved by Joseph J. Simmons, Chief, Wide Area Radar Surveillance Division, Surveillance and Photonic Directorate, and Lucas Colonel, United States Air Force. They approved this. And check this out. The study of human exposure to radio frequency microwave RF/MW radiation has been the subject of widespread investigation and analysis. It is known that electromagnetic radiation has a biological effect on a human tissue. An attempt has been made to by researchers to quantify. They've been quantifying the effects of radiation exposure on the human body and to set guidelines for safe exposure levels. A review of blah. What I like to say is, I just started to read it. I think it's very nice. They have the SAR. So this is standard. Specifies maximum safe exposure level of 5 microwaves centimeter square over the whole body area, which is the, and more than that, biological effects. If it's more than this, of course, it's more than this in my case. In this case, the radiated energy is disposed in the molecules in tissue, of course. Ionic conduction will also occur in the same area where radiation is incident, because it is a radiation. Electrons are shooting you, so it has effects of radiation. Of course, it causes cancer. It is from these two natural processes that radiant energy is converted into heat, and these two processes are actually, you have two molecules. You have water and you have proteins in your body. Of course, you have proteins and water. Now check this out. Dipole molecules of water and protein are stimulated and will vibrate as energy is absorbed through the irradiated tissue area. So basically means it's cooking proteins in you and it's cooking water in you. And the result is, of course, membranes are falling. Exposure to high levels of radiation can cause serious biological effects. Because of the physical dimensions and geometry of human body, yes, and so on. Vascular permeability. It causes the vascular permeability. Heating can cause cell membranes and blood capillaries to become more permeable. An increase in capillary permeability can lead to loss of plasma proteins. So basically, your blood vessels are softened up and they're leaking. Already cooking up proteins. So you're losing proteins. Polypid and histamine-like substances, blah. Histamines can stimulate gastric secretion, accelerate the heart rate, and this is when chest goes boo 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 boo. You know when they're really radiating. This is it, and cause the dilation of blood vessels, resulting in lower blood pressure. Yes, lower blood pressure. When I'm raising up, I'm losing consciousness. Both things. Heart is pounding, and I'm actually trying to figure it out what's going on, and it's all there, thanks to the American Army. Really, very grateful to them. And oh look, June 1988. Wow, I didn't know that. It says here June 1988. Dude, 1988. Girl I've been in love in was born in February 1988, and she's very fit now. And definitely was a couple of years ago. But wow, 1988. I was born 1975. I was kid, dude. I was 14. I was 14 when they already knew what's gonna happen to me in my late 30s. On first couple of pages. That's a spooky part. Dude, that's a spooky part. So whole point is, guys, we are dealing with superior technology and superior intelligence. So let us be humble and accept the fact that we are totally dealing with the evil which holds superior intelligence to our biological human intelligence. Therefore, how to deal with something which is superior in numbers and intelligence? You know how. Always show them respect. Especially, laughable or not, especially if you are in front of reptile. If you do not show him respect, reptiles are reptiles, they are intelligent, but they are still reptiles. Even when they control, they pulse you with their anger energy. It can be very subtle. So when you're psychic and you spot this big ball of energy, now imagine that you are, as a person who's psychic, that you are like a fisherman's ship with this Chinese but okay radar. You managed to scramble for a couple of $1,000, and now you are passing, or you are like crossing your path with United States aircraft carrier Eisenhower. No, this is a big ship. Okay, and it has weaponry, and it has a big radar. So this is how you feel a reptile. So when you feel a reptile, first thing is you feel him. That means he knows that you feel him, period, because they are very psychic. So then you show respect by not provoking him, thinking anything bad about him. And when you start studying him and studying his reactions, he will study your reactions. And then guess what? Magic happens. He might actually not start hating you, and he might actually start being curious. And if you start being nicer to him again, he might be even more curious and leave you alone. You know, because this is like a rough neighborhood. You don't want to. Reptiles are walking there. Imagine this. This city has 2.5 million people. Math takes you that there are 25,000 Illuminati here. So 25,000 Illuminati. Each reptile can hold one cow and up to 12 Illuminati, or even more, 100, 150, 200. So there are reptiles here. Okay, that's the fact. And by definition of moving through city, you have to move or encounter one of them. Then be nice. You know, next chapter is about dealing with the Illuminati, similar with the reptiles, but they are warmer. Okay, so you can relate more humanly. But how can you relate to something which has actually different, completely different brain structure in metaphysical way than you? So I know very little about them, but little I know I share. Sorry for this, I really have to buy a mouse.